Nikola Tesla was a Serbian-American inventor, electrical engineer, mechanical engineer, and futurist who is best known for his contributions to the development of alternating current (AC) electrical systems. His life was filled with remarkable achievements, profound insights, and a touch of eccentricity that made him one of the most enigmatic figures in scientific history. Early life. Birth and family background: 1856 to 1870. Nikola Tesla was born on July 10, 1856, in Smiljan, a village in the Austrian Empire, modern-day Croatia. He was the fourth of 5 children in a Serbian Orthodox family. His father, Milutin Tesla, was a priest and a writer, and his mother, Georgina Duka Tesla, was an inventor in her own right, known for her talent in crafting household devices. Tesla attributed much of his inventive abilities to his mother's ingenuity. Tesla demonstrated an exceptional memory and a deep fascination with nature and mechanical devices. He was known to memorize entire books and recite them at will. Tesla also exhibited signs of extraordinary imagination and creativity, traits that would later define his approach to science and engineering. Education and early interests: 1870 to 1881, Tesla began his formal education at the Higher Real Gymnasium in Karlovac, Croatia. He quickly excelled in mathematics and physics and developed a deep interest in electricity. After graduating in 1873, Tesla contracted cholera, nearly dying from the illness. During his recovery, he persuaded his father to allow him to study engineering instead of becoming a priest, as his father had originally intended. Tesla enrolled at the Austrian Polytechnic in Graz, where he studied electrical engineering. He was an exceptional student, earning top grades in all subjects during his first year. However, he became increasingly absorbed in his studies, often working long hours and neglecting his health. By his third year, Tesla's focus waned due to his obsession with solving complex electrical problems, which led to conflicts with his professors and eventually his withdrawal from the university without a degree. First jobs and move to Budapest, 1881 to 1882. Tesla's career began in 1881 when he moved to Budapest to work for the Budapest Telephone Exchange. During this time, he devised improvements to the company's equipment and invented a device that some claim was the first loudspeaker. It was here, during a walk in the park in 1882, that Tesla had his breakthrough vision for the rotating magnetic field, a fundamental principle behind alternating current (AC) motors. Work in Paris and move to the United States, 1882 to 1884. In 1882, Tesla moved to Paris to work for the Continental Edison Company, where he gained valuable experience in electrical engineering. 2 years later, in 1884, he immigrated to the United States, arriving in New York City with little more than a letter of recommendation from Charles Batchelor, one of Thomas Edison's associates. The letter read, "I know 2 great men, and you are one of them. The other is Edison Machine Works, a company owned by Thomas Edison." However, their working relationship was fraught with tension due to differing approaches and philosophies. Tesla was a proponent of alternating current (AC), while Edison championed direct current for electrical power distribution. Edison promised Tesla a substantial financial reward for improving his DC generators, but when Tesla fulfilled his task, Edison reneged on his promise, dismissing it as a joke. This led Tesla to leave Edison's company in 1885. Tesla Electric Company and the War of Currents, 1885 to 1891. Following his departure from Edison's company, Tesla struggled initially, working as a laborer to make ends meet. However, he soon found financial backing from investors like George Westinghouse, who saw the potential in Tesla's ideas for alternating current. In 1887, Tesla formed the Tesla Electric Company in New York and filed several patents for his AC motors and power transmission technology. Westinghouse, who acquired the patents and hired Tesla to help develop the AC system further. This marked the beginning of the war of currents between Tesla and Westinghouse's AC systems and Edison's DC systems. The battle was fierce and highly publicized, with both sides vying for dominance in the burgeoning electrical industry. Ultimately, AC proved to be the more efficient system for transmitting electricity over long distances, and Tesla's ideas triumphed, especially after the Westinghouse Corporation won the contract to supply power to the 1893 World's Columbian Exposition in Chicago and, later, to the Niagara Falls Power Project. The 1890s were a time of tremendous creativity and innovation for Tesla. During this period, he developed and experimented with numerous inventions, including the Tesla coil, a high-voltage, high-frequency transformer that became a critical component in radio technology and is still used today in various applications. He also worked on wireless transmission of electricity, remote control, and early concepts of radar. Tesla was fascinated by the idea of wireless communication. In 1893, he demonstrated wireless transmission of signals at a presentation at the National Electric Light Association in St. Louis, Missouri, predating Guglielmo Marconi's radio experiments. Tesla's work in this area would later become the foundation for many modern wireless technologies. Of wireless power, 1901 to 1906. In 1901, with financial backing from J.P. Morgan, Tesla began construction on the Wardenclyffe Tower on Long Island, New York. This massive structure was intended to be the first global wireless communication system, capable of transmitting both electricity and information across vast distances without the need for wires. Tesla envisioned a world where power could be freely available to all, transmitted through the Earth's natural electromagnetic field. However, the project ran into numerous problems, including technical challenges, a lack of funds, and skepticism from investors. When Marconi successfully transmitted a wireless signal across the Atlantic in 1901, using some of Tesla's patented ideas, Morgan withdrew his support, and the Wardenclyffe project was abandoned in 1906. This was a significant blow to Tesla, both professionally and personally, and marked the beginning of his decline. Financial troubles and eccentricities, 1910s, 1920s. After the failure of the Wardenclyffe project, Tesla's fortunes began to wane. He continued to invent and experiment, but found it increasingly difficult to secure funding. He became more reclusive, and his eccentricities became more pronounced. Tesla developed a peculiar obsession with pigeons, feeding and caring for them in his hotel room, and often claimed to have formed a special bond with them. Despite his declining financial status, Tesla continued to make important contributions to science and engineering. In 1917, he received the Edison Medal, the highest honor given by the American Institute of Electrical Engineers, in recognition of his contributions to the development of electrical 1930s, 1943. In the final decade of his life, Tesla's health deteriorated. He lived in several hotels in New York City, often leaving without paying his bills. He continued to work on new ideas, including concepts for a death ray or teleforce weapon, which he claimed could bring down enemy aircraft and end all wars. However, these ideas were never fully realized or substantiated. On January 7, 1943, Nikola Tesla died alone in room 3327 of the New Yorker Hotel at the age of 86. He was found by a maid who entered his room despite the "Do Not Disturb" sign he had left on his door. Tesla's body was claimed by his nephew, Sava Kasanovic, who later had Tesla's ashes returned to his homeland, where they are now displayed in a museum dedicated to his life and work in Belgrade, Serbia. Contributions to science and engineering. Tesla's work laid the foundation for modern electrical power distribution, wireless communication, and many other technologies. He held over 300 patents, and his ideas were far ahead of his time. Despite facing financial difficulties and numerous setbacks, his legacy endures. Today, Tesla is recognized as a pioneer of electrical engineering, a visionary thinker, and one of the most brilliant inventors in history. After his death, Tesla's name and legacy have been honored in numerous ways. The Tesla unit of magnetic flux density was named in his honor, and the Tesla Electric Car Company, founded by Elon Musk and others, pays tribute to his groundbreaking work in the field of electric power. Monuments, museums, and statues dedicated to Tesla can be found around the world, and he remains a symbol of scientific innovation, creativity, and determination. Tesla's life story is a testament to the power of imagination, the relentless pursuit of knowledge, and the enduring impact one person can have on the world, even against tremendous odds.